Folks, I'm back with another episode of Saste Nashe. Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel Intellectual Sense. My name is Divjot. Now in today's episode we will be going through the fragrance which are under 1,000 rupees and they are mostly original or inspired fragrances. Now finding fragrances under 1,000 rupees which are original or inspired is not easy task. You can find a lot of fragrances which are clones under 1,000 rupees, but finding an original fragrance under 1,000 rupees or inspired is not easy. And I call this concept Saste Nashe also because these are like people who are on budget. They are looking for fragrance, who don't want to spend a lot of money but they want to smell good. That's the reason I create this kind of episodes where I'm able to put forward a list which is useful to them. Now, if you have done Saste Nashe, you know Saste Nashes have their own flaws. They are never perfect. And the fragrance which I will mention in this list have their flaws. And I will highlight that flaw. But those flaws are covered up by the price you pay for it. So when you're paying a budget price, don't expect everything to be perfect. So keep that in mind. Let's start with our number 10. So at number 10, I've got a fragrance called 1965 Frsh by House of Salman Khan. Now I've done a full review on it in case you want to watch it, but this particular fragrance was quite hyped. I did not buy into the hype of this particular fragrance, but I believe for the price point it goes for, it's a good fragrance, or at least good enough to be on this particular list. Now this particular fragrance has got the Aventus DNA, or actually it's more closer to ajmal khususi amatil, if you have tried that particular attar. Now the problem with this particular fragrance, I believe, with the newer batches is that it only lasts for about 5 hours. But the price I paid for it was less than 500 rupees, and most time you can get it for less than 1,000 rupees for 100 ml with good presentation. So that particular flaw can be covered up by overspraying or respraying it. Because if it's lasting 5 hours, you can carry a decant or overspray. Just put 8-10 sprays of it and reapply it if needed. So considering that the price point of it and how it smells, the first few hours are very natural smelling, I wanted to keep this fragrance at number 10. So 1965 Frsh by Salman Khan. So at number 9, I've got House of Carlton, London, and their fragrance called Activ. Now this particular fragrance, as the name suggests, is a fragrance which is perfect for gym in my opinion. Although the note structure of this particular fragrance, you will see they have very heavy note, but it smells very light and it's not a projecting monster, which is good for gym, because when you're going to gym you should not be wearing a heavy projecting fragrance because that can affect the concentration of yourself and people around you also. Now this cost with good presentation on less than 1,000 rupees, I think about 900 rupees, you can get it for 100 ml with EDP concentration. Lasts around 7 hours. I believe this is a perfect fragrance for people who are looking for a gym fragrance under a budget. I think I need to start going to gym because I think if I start going to the gym, I will be definitely wearing this particular fragrance. So at number 9, Activ by House of Carlton, London. So at number 8, I've got House of ZARA and their fragrance called Vibrant Leather. Now I've seen on Fragcom a lot of people complaining about its longevity. But honestly, whenever I have tested this particular fragrance, I have gotten 7 to 8 hours of longevity. Though the last few hours are skin scent. Now this particular fragrance is also Aventus inspired, but there is a difference to it. It is not pineapple heavy, it's a birch note heavy. Now birch note in perfumery is also utilized to create leather accord. And that's the reason they call this Vibrant Leather. Now the price of it for 60 ml is about 1,300 rupees, but you can get it on discount generally whenever ZARA runs a discount for less than 1,000 rupees. I believe this is a good fragrance to wear to office. You can wear it to gym, casually you can wear this particular fragrance. It has got a complement factor to it because of that Aventus DNA to it. So I believe this is a very good option from ZARA for price point of it and how it smells. It deserves its spot. So ZARA Vibrant Leather, must try in my opinion. So at number 7, I've got an Indian house of All Good Scents and their fragrance called Musk. Now this particular fragrance is the most masculine of the all the fragrance I will list. Now this has got black musk to it, and it has got in the base, it has got tonka and amber to it. It's a kind of a very intense fragrance, I will say, and it's a very original blend also. But the flaw to this particular fragrance, or not a flaw I will say, is that this is not for everyone. You need slightly matured nose for you to be able to enjoy it. And this lasts good 7 to 8 hours with EDP concentration and cost less than 1000 rupees, I think about 900 rupees for 50 ml. So I believe if you're looking for a masculine fragrance to wear in coming fall and winter, then you should go with MUSK By All Good Scents. At number 6, I again got House of Carlton London and their fragrance called Incense. Now first of all, let me make it clear, there is no incense in this particular perfume. I have no idea why this particular fragrance was named Incense. This fragrance is gourmand. It's an affordable gourmand, what I call it. Now it has got a lot of vanilla in it, it has got coffee in it, slight floral touch to it. And the good part about this particular fragrance is that it's not overly sweet. I hate overly sweet fragrances. The balance to it was very good in my opinion. And I think this will excel in fall and winter also. Last good 7 to 8 hours, and the costing is less than, on most discounted side you will get less than 1000 rupees for 100 ml with very good presentation. In my opinion, if you're looking to gift a perfume to someone, then you can look to gift this particular house because their price point and their presentation and the blends are very good in my opinion. And like I said, it lasts 7 hours, so the lasting is good. The projection is mild. It's not a heavy projecting perfume in my opinion. So if you're looking for a gourmandish fragrance, go with Incense from House of Carlton London. So at number 5, I've got another Indian house of Bella Vita fragrances and their fragrance called Elite Man. Now this particular fragrance is inspired by Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, and to be even more precise, this is more closer to Perfumlogist Tatva. Now there is a flaw to this particular fragrance, and that flaw is that it's not as rich as Tatva. That's the only flaw I see with this particular fragrance, because this costs less than 500 rupees for 100 ml and this lasts good 9 to 10 hours with that tobacco vanille Tatva kind of scent profile, because it has an added tonka note with tobacco and vanilla in my opinion. Now like I said, when you do Saste Nashe, there will be slight drawback to it, and that's a drawback, that it's not very rich fragrance. But for fall and winter, if you're looking for a budget fragrance which lasts a long time, like 9 to 10 hours, then you cannot go wrong by choosing this particular option of Elite Men by Bella Vita fragrances. At number 4, I've got House of Heaven Duft, and a fragrance which I highlighted recently in my video of best perfumes from Indian houses for summer, and the fragrance is Coastal India. Now this particular fragrance is in profile of Invictus or Rasasi Havas, whatever you want to call it. I call it a Desi version of Invictus. This is a very good scent profile. You can wear this particular scent profile to gym, office, very casual kind of perfume. Actually, I wore this particular perfume whenever I don't know what to wear, I wear this particular fragrance. And the cost is amazing. 450 rupees for 50 ml. That's a great price point for this kind of quality. It has got the richness also. Now the only problem with this particular fragrance is the presentation. It's a very basic presentation, so not good for gifting I will say. But if you're looking to use a casual fragrance for yourself under a budget of 500 rupees, then go with Coastal India from House of Heaven Duft. At number 3, I've again got House of ZARA, and my personal favorite ZARA fragrance is ZARA SEOUL. Now this particular fragrance is kind of inspired by Invictus plus Aqua Sextius. Those two perfumes, if they are mixed together, then you get ZARA SEOUL. Now I have tested almost all the ZARA fragrances which are available in India, and this was clearly my favorite because this was lasting a long time, 7 to 8 hours, and ZARA fragrances generally don't last a long time. They are very, their projection and longevity is an issue with ZARA fragrances. And this costs less than 1000 rupees for 100 ml with a very good presentation. So you can look to even gift this particular perfume also. And this is a unisex fragrance, can be worn in summer, can be worn to office, can be worn to the gym, very casual fragrance you can wear. So ZARA SEOUL, if you go to ZARA showroom, look to try this particular perfume. amazing perfume in my opinion. So at number 3, ZARA SEOUL. So at number 2, I've got another Indian house, and it's Karan V. Grover and their fragrance called Royal Jaisalmer. Now this particular fragrance smells like a burning rose with bit of spices. Now I absolutely enjoy this particular scent profile, and I highlighted this in my video of best fragrances from Indian houses for summer. And a lot of you people went ahead and bought this particular perfume, and you all gave a thumbs up to me. So the feedback you gave to me also reaffirms my faith that I think I found a hidden gem. And this costs less than 1000 rupees for 50 ml with very good presentation which you can look to gift also. And this particular scent profile is good for special occasion. This is not a very casual perfume. I will say you cannot wear this particular perfume to office. I will say you should wear this on a special occasion like parties or marriage or things like that. And this is one of the rare Saste Nashe which does not have much of a side effect. So I think it has got everything. It has got the richness, it has got the price, the blends are unique. Absolutely a very good find in my opinion. So at number 2, Royal Jaisalmer by House of Karan V. Grover. So at number 1, I've got Indian house of Ebrahim Oud. Now this particular house does not just make good others, they do make good perfumes. I've tried 3 perfumes from this particular house and I liked all of them. But my favorite was ESA. Now this particular fragrance is your barbershop fragrance. It has got a lavender note to it, it has got some citruses to it, some patchouli in it. I like this particular scent profile. I call it Oriental barbershop fragrance. And it projects heavy, it lasts good 8 hours, and cost is about 100 ml for around 1500 rupees, but on discount you can get it for less than 1000 rupees. So all in all, it's a very good perfume. The only thing I will say is that because of that barbershop smell, I will suggest people over 30 to be wearing this particular fragrance. Young people may not enjoy it because of the lavender note. And lavender note is one of those notes which is kind of hit and miss. So you may hate lavender note. But if you like lavender note, you will absolutely enjoy this particular fragrance. So guys, this is my list. I hope you enjoyed it and you found some options for you if you are budget conscious. And till next time, have a great day. Bye bye. Cheers.